Today is a very auspicious day. Vasanta Pancami means when spring starts. According to Vedic calendar, there are 6 seasons. So on today's Tithi, not solar day, but Tithi, lunar day, officially spring starts, and there are many yellow flowers of mustard seed and others. Yellow flowers, they start to bloom. That is why on today's day they will also offer yellow flowers to the lotus feet of Radha Krishna to remember, means to observe this day, Vasanta Panchami. Krishna says in Gita, of all the seasons, I am spring. And also, it is the Sarasvati Puja. Generally, in India, they understand Sarasvati as goddess of learning, demigod. So they are worshipping, and by her grace, they want to have good knowledge, education. In all schools in India, you will find all small boys, when they go to school, first there is Saraswati Puja, prayer to Saraswati. But Saraswati also has 2 aspects. One is can give this material knowledge. Another aspect is can give Paravidya, that is transcendental knowledge, Brahma Vidya or devotion. You remember in Gaur Lila that Keshava Kashmiri, he was worshipper of Saraswati, and by her grace, he was so scholarly, he was going throughout India and defeating everyone. Then, finally he came to Navadip and challenged the scholars there. Then, they were afraid to debate with him, so they said, there is one intelligent boy here, Nimai Pandit, you debate with him. Because they thought, if Mahaprabhu will lose, then they can say it was just a boy, so no big deal. But if he will win, then they will be rescued from debating. So they said, you go to Nimai. Then that Keshav Kashmiri challenged Nimai. And you know, I don't want to say the whole history because so many other topics today. So finally he was defeated by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then this Keshava Kashmiri went back to his house and was praying to Goddess again and again, Saraswati. Fully he surrendered and crying. Then Saraswati appeared in his dream and he told why this happened. By your grace, all India I conquered, but here one mere boy, he defeated me. Why? Then Saraswati said, though he's not a boy, he's my master. He's Bhagavan, he's my master. So you should not be ashamed by being defeated by Supreme Lord. He's the source of everything, all knowledge. I'm getting everything from him. He's my master. So you should go to him and take his absolute shelter. So that Brahmin did. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explained to him about devotion, and he blessed him and told him to practice devotion and preach devotion. So Saraswati can also give this divine knowledge about devotion to Krishna. So we as devotees, we are worshippers of this divine Saraswati as a servant of Krishna, and by her grace we can get Paravidya, transcendental knowledge, which means devotion. Then also today so many Vaishnavas, that is why I wanted to sing this song before this recording started. But Narottam Thakur wrote in plural as a prayer to, means this prayer to Vaishnavas. In short, all Vaishnavas, I make this submission to you, this request. I am most fallen and my behavior is not good. It is sinful. I am sinful. And this, that providence which is giving the results of my actions, it is always drowning me or putting me under this water of samsara, material existence. So it is my request, O revered Vaishnavas, you, by pulling me by the hair, you lift me out of this material existence. I have no other way, because this providence or results of my own previous actions, they are very strong. They don't hear any varna ashram dharma, they don't hear any gyan. No. It is always, they are binding you in this karmic reaction. So I am not seeing any means of deliverance, and everywhere I see only miseries. And I am wandering and crying like one who is anath, has no shelter, no master, like dog, that helpless dog has no master. Anata katarete kane. Crying. And lust, anger, greed, bewilderment, that these things are mine, these worldly things are mine, then also intoxication and false ego, false pride, all they are pulling me to their own places. Everyone is demanding, you serve me. So such is my mind. It is like one blind man pulled, and this blind man, he does not know what is proper path and what is wrong path. So I never accepted association of devotees. Instead, I absorbed my mind, my consciousness in non-eternal things and non-eternal relations with non-devotees. So I never wanted your lotus feet of Vaishnavas. Narottam Das Thakur is singing, wherever I see and what I hear, everything feels fearful. So kindly, O revered Vaishnavas, in plural it is here, that is why I sang this song. Kindly rescue me, deliver me, by taking me to your side. You pull me to your side, give me your association, give me your service. In this way you rescue me from this. This is my position, and I see no any other means. So it is my prayer to you, please, by pulling my hair, you lift me and take me to your side. Give me your association, give me your service, and give me the service of your object of worship, Krishna, Vaishnavas. I was singing this song because many Vaishnavas today, and also because this is my personal situation. All what is mentioned here is I'm in this situation. So our Gurudev mercifully wrote biographies of these Vaishnavas today. Personal Associate Mahaprabhu, I cannot read everything because there are so many, so only in brief I will remember. But even a drop of the glories of Vaishnavas that can rescue us from mundane existence. So today is Shri Vishnupriya Devi appearance. In Krishna Lila, she is Satyabhama. one of the queens of Krishna in Dwaraka. Her father in Krishna Lila Satrajit, he became now in this world, in Gaur Lila, became Sanatan Mishra. And Satyabhama, she became Vishnupriya. You know, Gaur has two moods, as Narayan and as Krishna. When he is as Narayan, Aishwarya, then he has two potencies, as all Vishnu Tattvas have, three, that is Shri, Bhu and Nila or Lila. So Shri means one consort, Bhu means another, and Nila also is one energy that is usually Dham, transcendental abode. That is why Mahaprabhu had two wives. One is Lakshmi Priya, she is Shri potency, and Vishnupriya is Bhu Shakti. You know, first, Mahaprabhu married with Lakshmi Priya. Then when Mahaprabhu went to preach means he went to teach this, because he was scholar to earn money, but in reality he went to preach Krishna Bhakti everywhere to rescue all fallen souls in East Bengal, Bangladesh now. So she was feeling so much separation from Mahaprabhu that she left her body in Mayapur. Then when Mahaprabhu came back, his mother was crying. Then eventually Sachi Mata saw Vishnupriya at the Ganga, taking bath there, same time they were, and she thought she's a good girl, I think she should marry Mahaprabhu. Then arrangement was made, and this is not ordinary marriage of this world for sense enjoyment. It is the union of Supreme Lord and His potency. So if one hears about this marriage, then he will be rescued from worldly bondage and will get devotion to Krishna. He will be rescued. But if you hear about this worldly so-called love relations, today everyone observing this Saint Valentine's Day, lovers, man, woman, these things. If you hear these things, if you do these things, then you will be in firm bondage in this world, and you will have attachment, and because of that you will have to suffer so much. In this world, attachment in this consort relation is greatest. Like in transcendental world, Radha and Krishna, Madhurya Rasa is highest because they are fully attached to Krishna. The more you are attached to Krishna, the more you will be blissful. Less you are, Shanta Rasa is little, so little bliss. In this world, Shanta Rasa is no attachment to this world, so they are peaceful. But highest attachment in this world is this man-woman relation. So because of that, highest suffering comes eventually because it is temporary. So separation, grief will come, and also quarrel and frustration, all these things will come. You can remember Prahlad Maharaj in previous life, he was with that prostitute and they quarreled so much, they could not eat even. So if we hear about the marriage of Supreme Lord, because his potency is always serving Supreme Lord and he is serving her, then one will be rescued from Maya. By knowing Supreme Lord is the only enjoyer, we are all to be enjoyed by him, we are his servants. So you will find in detail about the marriage of Lakshmi Priya with Mahaprabhu and the Vishnu Priya with Mahaprabhu in Chaitanya Bhagavat. If you hear that with faith, that will rescue you from Maya. But if you hear this worldly man-woman relationship things, then you will be bound and you will have to suffer. So there you will find details in Chaitanya Bhagavat. Now we don't have time, but the point is this is transcendental lila. It can rescue us. Then you know, then eventually Mahaprabhu, and he was following with Vishnupriya all Grihastha Ashram Dharma, worshipping Vishnu, devotion, both together. They were worshipping Vishnu in household life. Mahaprabhu showed ideal household life. Then, you know, eventually Mahaprabhu took sannyas and she was crying, but that is to give that separation grief, transcendental separation grief, which is actually blissful. He had to rescue the fallen souls. So at that time, when Mahaprabhu came again to Navadip after a few years to Vidyanagar to meet all devotees and others, that time also he came in front of Sachimata's house, and only he gave the his padukas, sandals there, and Vishnupriya came out, and with full vairagya, renunciation, dress and dirty like this, she only bowed down, and that was it. In this way he blessed her, gave her that sandals, and then she was in great separation. She was worshipping those sandals, and also later Diti of Mahaprabhu, she was the first, and she did not show her face to anyone, and always in separation grief she would chant Harinam, taking one rice from one pot, one Mahamantra, one rice, and put another pot. Up to noon she would chant, then she would cook that rice, and she would only eat small portion of that rice. That was the only thing she was doing all the time. Only Ishan and that Bhangshivananda Thakur, they were also in the service of Sachimata and Vishnupriya, no one else. So that you know that Mahaprabhu Diti in Navadip town, Dhameshwar Mahaprabhu, that is the Diti she served. And there you will find those sandals of Mahaprabhu. And after she concluded her pastimes in this world, she also entered into that Diti of Mahaprabhu. In that way, she disappeared. Yes. Shri Bhangshiva, yes, and Ishan, they were serving her. So you will find more details in the book of Gurudev and Chaitanya Bhagavat. So I am remembering that Dhameshwar Mahaprabhu and Vishnupriya bowing down to her lotus feet and praying for her causeless mercy. Today also is the appearance day of Pundarik Vidyanidhi. In Krishna Lila, he is Brishabhanu Raja, father of Radharani. Now he appeared in Gaulila as Pundarik Vidyanidhi. He had two homes, and he came from that home to Navadip, and Mahaprabhu said one great personality came, but no one could recognize him, and Mahaprabhu was uttering, "Oh my father, oh my father." Why? Because he was in the mood of Radharani. So he was calling, then finally Mahaprabhu revealed him. They could not recognize because his mood was like that. He did not want any advertisement, like name and fame that I am a devotee. So he outwardly behaved like a very rich man with all luxury and these things. So no one could recognize that he's a devotee, and they will not give him any honor. So that is that is just the opposite as conditioned soul. We are always fighting for getting respect and name and fame. That is our main target. But he did not want. Why? Because he's a real devotee. He's interested only in the service of Krishna. So one day also, Mukunda, he knew Pundarik because he was from same village, that Chittagong, I think. Yes, in Chakrashala in Chittagong. So he knew that he's a great devotee. So he told to Gadadhar Pandit, do you want to have a darshan of a great Vaishnava? Then Gadadhar was a devotee of Krishna from birth. He said, yes, I want to take. But Gadadhar was from birth, he was very renounced, not engaged in any enjoyment in this world, only worshipping Krishna from birth. Then, when he saw Pundarik Vidyanidhi with such luxury, big bed, and so many servants, and they are fanning him, and a golden pot, and very silk, everything, and oil on hair, very opulent. So he had some doubt in his mind why Mukunda said he will take me to some great Vaishnava. I don't see so much opulence. Vaishnavas, they are not enjoying opulence. Then Mukunda understood by seeing the face of Gadadhar, because face is the index of the mind. One can read the mind by seeing the face, if he knows these signs. He understood. Then he sang one verse, two verses from Bhagavatam, explaining how Krishna is merciful. Though Putana, demoness, came to kill Krishna, but Krishna was so merciful to her that he rescued her from that demoniac mentality, and he offered her the service as a wet nurse in Golok Vrindavan. So where else we can take shelter other than such a merciful Krishna? Two verses are there in Bhagavatam. Krishna is so merciful. Where else we can take shelter? Then as soon as Pundarik Vidyanidhi heard this verse, all the ecstatical symptoms of Krishna Prema appeared in him. And he started crying, Ha Krishna, in separation grief. And he threw all that luxury and servants and those. He even had a golden pot for spitting there. Golden pot for spitting. So he threw everything and he was rolling on the ground in the dust and crying, Ha Krishna, in separation grief. Then Gadadhar could recognize, oh, he's a real devotee. I could not recognize. I committed offense by thinking wrongly about him. So now what I should do? I can be rescued of this offense only if he will grace me. So I should become his disciple. Then I can get his service and he will be gracious to me. He will have affection. Then I can be freed from this offense. And he also consulted with Mahaprabhu that I did not yet take initiation. So I am thinking to take from Pundarik Vidyanidhi. Then Mahaprabhu immediately approved. Yes, it is very good. Yes, he's your guru. Actually, Mahaprabhu used to call Vidyanidhi Premanidhi, ocean of Prema. Vidyanidhi means ocean of knowledge, but Mahaprabhu said Premanidhi. So he immediately approved. Then Gadadhar took initiation, became his disciple. Because Vrishabhanu, father, is always guru, and she's daughter, Radharani. Gadadhar Pandit is Radharani. So this is how it happened. And Pundarik Vidyanidhi had such faith in Ganga that he would go to take her darshan in the night time only, when there was no big crowd, and because he did not like see how people they are washing their clothes, they are spitting inside. That was disrespectful to his eyes. So he got pain. So in the night time he would offer dandavat and offer Ganga's water to Ganga. That is how you worship Ganga. With Ganga, you worship Ganga. You take some Ganga and you offer with respect to Ganga. That is the worship. If Krishna wills, I will soon be able to do this worship of Ganga also. So in night time, and then also he was participating in kirtans in Navadip. Then also he came to Puri, and there he was a great friend with Svarup Damodar, water sports, Gundicha cleaning, Karata Yatra, all those pastimes, and that Oran Shashti we are hearing. He was doubting why these Jagannath servants, they're giving that impure cloth to Jagannath. Then, in short I'm telling, then in dream, Jagannath and Baladev, they slapped him. Why you are saying like this? We are inspiring them to serve us in that way. So you should know this when you are here. So then Svarup Damodar and Pundarik Vidyanidhi, they were both very happy. He was chastised in such a way. Out of mercy, that is affection of a master. Then Gadadhar also played this pastime. He became Guru, and Guru should give mantra only to those who have faith in Krishna by serving Krishna Sarva. But one day he gave to someone mantra who had no faith. Then that was a mistake on his part as a Guru. Guru should not have greed to make many disciples, and then for money, name and fame like this, because then he will have to give to those also who are unqualified. They have no faith. So that is dangerous thing. You will fall down. Guru should only serve Krishna. So one kind of offense to Nam is to give Nam to those who are faithless, for greed or something. So you have to preach about faith to Krishna, not nowadays this bridge preaching, something mixed and attracting by some other means and little like all these things. No, then how they will come for other things. They will not come for faith to Krishna. Then they will be faithless. You will make them your disciples. Then you are committing offense. It should be transparent. It should be clear. We are preaching devotion to Krishna. Those who have Sukriti, they will come forward, and those we will engage in the service of Krishna. Why we are wanting so much followers, but on some other way? That is some other ulterior motive is there, and because of that we will have to fall down. So then Gadadhar felt he lost himself, the connection with his own mantra, lost. Then he came to Mahaprabhu and said, I did this mistake. Please you give me mantra again. Then Mahaprabhu said, Diksha Guru can be only one. Shiksha Gurus, those who will instruct, can be many, but Diksha Guru, one who gives mantra, is only one. Your Diksha Guru is Pundarik Vidyanidhi. He is still living in this world. You have to take from him again after apologizing for this offense. Because this is disobeying Guru. Guru engages us in the service of Krishna, but this is mistake on our part if you give mantra to faithless persons. So it is offensive to Guru. It is not Guru Seva. So Mahaprabhu said, yes, it is a mistake. So now you have to beg forgiveness from your Diksha Guru and get mantra from him again. Then Gadadhar said, but he's not here now. You give me. Then Mahaprabhu said, no, you have to wait for him. Both are giving teaching here. Mahaprabhu said, no, Pundarik Vidyanidhi will come here to Puri. That time you will take mantra from him. And really it happened. So then it was solved. So today is Pundarik Vidyanidhi. His glories are unlimited. Only some little remembrance now. So the Supreme Lord Gauranga called out the name of this devotee, crying, Pundarik, my father. Anyone who hears about his life and activities will undoubtedly attain Krishna's lotus feet. You can find more details in Gurudev's book, Chaitanya Bhagavad, Chaitanya Charitamrita. So today on his appearance day, I'm bowing down to his lotus feet and praying for his causeless mercy. Today also is the appearance of Raghunath Das Goswami. In Krishna Lila, he is Rati Manjari, maid servant of Radharani, or some say Rasa Manjari, some say Bhanumati. But in Bilapa Kushumanjali you will find the nickname Tulsi Manjari. There he is presenting himself as Tulsi Manjari. So not ordinary person, but in this world he was playing the pastime in Gaur Lila as a sadhaka. You know, he was the son, only son of a very rich man, so rich you cannot imagine. But he became attracted to Mahaprabhu and wanted to join him. And before that, already he got the grace of Haridas Thakur, because Govardhan, his father, he invited Haridas Thakur to stay there. So as a young boy, Raghunath Das went to take darshan of Haridas Thakur and pray for his grace, bow down to him, and hearing Harinam. And this is the teaching, Gurudev wrote, and the Chaitanya Charitamrita. We have to go to Vaishnava. By his grace only we can get devotion. But we want to keep away from Vaishnavas. That is not good. We have to go to Vaishnava and bow down, pray for his grace, hear Harikatha, serve him, then we can get devotion. So by this mercy, Gurudev Prabhu, this mercy was the reason that he later was able to attain the company of Lord Chaitanya. So when he met and wanted to join the Lord, then Mahaprabhu said, it is not possible now. You are not qualified now. It is not so easy to cross over this ocean of material existence all of a sudden. So don't show outwardly that you are like a renunciate, that you'll be like monkey renunciate. Monkey has no cloth, no house, so it looks like he's a renounced person, but internally and also practically he's always with female monkeys enjoying. So don't be like this. Now you are not renounced in your heart. So you go home. You don't become mad, you be peaceful, you go home, you practice this Varna Ashram Dharma, and inside also you worship Krishna. Then gradually you will be able to come out from that. At that time, when you will fulfill this, that time Krishna will show you how you can escape. Raghunath Das Goswami tried many times, but was unsuccessful. Always he was caught by parents and guards. Also, he was married and so much money. And his father also said, when mother said, you tie him with the rope, then he said, what will my rope do? If such a beautiful heavenly wife and so much money cannot keep him, what my rope will do? It is in his prarabdha karma, which no father can change. And he was blessed by Mahaprabhu. So what we can do? So finally, eventually, when Nityananda Prabhu came in nearby place, then Raghunath Das Goswami made that big feast. You remember in Chaitanya Charitamrita we are reading, big feast for Nityananda and his associates and all others who came there. And Nityananda Prabhu blessed him, yes. Mahaprabhu himself came on this feast, so now he removed all obstacles. You go home and don't worry. Then when he came home, some arrangement was made that he could escape, and he came walking to Puri from Bengal. In only 10 days he reached walking, constantly walking, only few times drinking milk and walking. Then Mahaprabhu accepted him in Puri and put him in the care of Svarup Damodar Goswami, Shiksha Guru. He will guide you everything. But one day Raghunath Das Goswami, he wanted to hear some instructions directly from Mahaprabhu. Then Mahaprabhu told him, okay, Svarup Damodar knows more than me, but if you want to hear from me, I'm giving you this in short. You don't, now you are renounced, you don't dress nicely, don't eat opulently, don't be greedy for food, clothing, this, and you always you don't demand any respect from anyone, you offer due respect to everyone, always chant Harinam, and inside your heart, in your Siddha Deho, spiritual forum, you serve Radha and Krishna in Vrindavan day and night. So we have to see whole thing, not that we will become a Sahajiya, I am fully attached to this material life and enjoyment, wife, children, all things, and at the same time I will imagine my Siddha Deha, Manjari, all these things. Mahaprabhu here showed the path of Raghunath Das Goswami. First he purified his heart by practicing in house. Then Krishna rescued him. Then when he was pure, at least on that Nishta stage, Trinada Pisunichana, and no enjoying spirit, nothing. Amanina Manadina, and constantly you have to chant Harina, not only 16 rounds, but Amanina Manadina Kirtanya Sadahuri. That is, they are constantly chanting. Maybe not all with mala, but all the time they are in the service of Krishna by chanting. So in that purified state, we have to see first this qualification. Then Mahaprabhu also told, and inside your heart, you do that Lila Seva, Manasa Seva, you do to Radha Krishna. So that Raganuga is not so cheap, not so easy. You need, it's Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's teaching. Then Raghunath Das Goswami was practicing and also became more and more renounced from this world by that eating. You remember on his day we are hearing, now there is no time to go all details. He gradually reduced his eating because he was so absorbed in the service of Radha Krishna and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu also gave him Govardhan Shila to worship, and that Gunjamala, Krishna and Radharani. And he was participating in all those pastimes in Puri. Then when Mahaprabhu disappeared, then Raghunath Das Goswami was feeling too much separation from Mahaprabhu and wanted to give up his life, but he thought, let me take one time darshan of Vrindavan Dham, then I will jump from Govardhan and I will give up my body. I cannot remain in this world. When he came to Vrindavan, there he met Rupa and Sanatana Goswamis, who were serving Mahaprabhu there. They were not in Puri all the time, but they were constantly serving the order of Mahaprabhu there. So when Raghunath Das Goswami met them, he felt, oh, Mahaprabhu is here. Mahaprabhu is in this world. He felt the presence of Mahaprabhu in Rupa and Sanatana because they were following his order. So he gave up that desire to give up body, and he was under them and was doing bhajan in Radhakund. He would bath in Radhakund 3 times, offer 2,000 dandavats to Vaishnavas, 1,000 to Diti. 3 hours he would explain Gaur Lila, what he saw in Puri, to Vaishnavas. Based on that, Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami wrote Chaitanya Charitamrita by hearing directly from the mouth of Raghunath Das Goswami, who was eyewitness. And he would chant 1 lakh Harinam, 64 rounds, and also do Manasa Seva and sleep only 1 hour and a half. Not some days also not 1 hour and a half. And when he is sleeping, he is dreaming of Radha Krishna. It's 24 hours engaged, fully renounced. he showed that bhajan as prayojana charjo. He wrote Manak Shiksha. We have to follow that, but from beginning. Oh my mind, you give up all pride. Who can do that? Oh my mind, give up all pride and have full attachment to Guru, Vaishnava, Brahmins, Harinam, Diksha mantras, Brajadham, and this desire to worship Radha Krishna. And then further, many things about pride there. In Manak Shiksha, he also wrote Stavamala, and very famous is this Vilapa Kushumanjali. But Vilapa Kushumanjali, not everyone can understand. Though nowadays I saw in some places, everyone will read and in front of new people, and like how they will understand. Raghunath Das Goswami is there explaining how in his Siddha Deho, in his transcendental form, he's getting darshan of Radha Krishna and serving, but then that vision disappears and now he is lamenting. That is Vilap, lamenting. Oh Radhe, when will you take me in your service? Like this is there. How ordinary people, they don't know anything, how they will understand what is going on? They will think schizophrenia something or mad person. They cannot understand. Who can understand this? They're actually getting darshan of Lila, serving darshan of Radharani, and then lamenting for losing that. So how you will understand this? That is prayojana. This Sambandha Avideya Prayojana, it is ultimate. But we are reading in front of new people. It's not proper. Instead of teaching them what they need to hear based on their eligibility, we are speaking Bilap Kushumanjali for name and fame. We are such a great devotees. It's not good. So, Raghunath Das Goswami, then you know, he made that Radha Kund Shamakunda nicely by getting donation from one merchant who was ordered by Badri Narayan to give, doing bhajan there. So there's a long history about Raghunath Das Goswami. You have to read in the book. Fully devoted to Radharani, he showed that. You will find in Bilapa Kushumanjali. Bilapa Kushumanjali is the best book. But there is a question of qualification. Who can read that and who can actually benefit from that? Who can understand that, grasp that, and imbibe that devotion to Radharani. So today is his appearance day. I'm going down to his lotus feet. There is his samadhi, very famous in Radhakunda. Going down to his lotus feet and praying for his causeless mercy. Also today is the appearance of Raghunandan Thakur. You know, in Shrikanda, Mukunda is father. He's serving Gopinath Diti. One day he had to go some far place. He said to his son Raghunandan, we were worshipping Gopinath, so today I will be gone. You will have to offer bhoga to Gopinath. What mother will cook, you will offer to him for eating. Then boy said, okay. Then he came and he put that plate in front of Gopinath and said, oh Gopinath, you eat, because he has no mantra, nothing. He said, Gopinath, you eat. But Gopinath did not eat. Then he said, oh Gopinath, why you are not eating? My father told me that I have to offer you to eat, but you are not eating. You please eat, 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 and not eating. Then he started crying. Oh Gopinath, why you don't want to eat? My father told me. So you're crying. And such simple heart with devotion. Then Gopinath Diti himself, because that is Krishna in the form of Diti, for a certain level of eligibility of devotees, not demanding anything, you serve according to Shastra, but the deity is not a statue. It is Krishna. So Krishna himself took everything there in front of him because he was crying so much. Then Raghunandan was happy. Then mother asked, boy, you bring prasad? Then he said, no, Gopinath ate everything. Then mother could not believe. She thought, oh, this boy ate everything, is spoiled. But when Mukunda came back, then mother told, you see, this boy, he took everything. But boy said, no, Gopinath ate everything. And Mukunda understood that he's sincere, small boy. He's speaking sincerely. So he said, okay, I will give you something more to offer. You offer again. Then ladus. Ladus are most dear to Krishna. So Mukunda then hid himself. And Raghunandan again, he was crying, you please eat, eat, eat. Then Gopinath started to eat those ladus, and Mukunda was astonished. Oh, really, it is. And he was astonished. Then Gopinath stopped. And you will find in that ditty still today, half-eaten ladu is still in his hand. Because while eating, he stopped. Only he wanted to show to Mukunda. Then Mukunda was very happy with his son, and Mahaprabhu once asked in Puri, oh Mukunda, I have some doubt, I am not fully sure, I am uncertain. Is Raghunandan your son and you are his father, or you are his son and Raghunandan is your father? I am not sure. Can you clear my doubts? Then Mukunda immediately said, Raghunandan is my father. I am his son. Because he has such devotion. So who is superior in devotion, he is superior, guru or father. So you can know, Raghunandan is my father. So here Mahaprabhu wanted to show that superiority is based on devotion, not based on any bodily things and Brahmin and this Indian body, like no, that has no anything. What counts in devotion, superiority or inferiority, is how much one has devotion. We are worshipping Gajendra. He is elephant, but we are worshipping him. We are uttering his prayers. He's elephant. And Dhruva's prayers, he's a small boy, 5 years, Prahlad Maharaj. So in devotion, what counts is how much devotion one has, not these bodily things. Who is elder or father, mother, like this. Even you have to reject your mother, father, guru, anyone who obstructs devotion to Krishna. You know from Bhagavatam that verse is there. So today is Raghunandan, he was dancing there in Ratha Yatra, also in Puri. So such a great devotee. Also later on he preached everywhere devotion. So I am bowing down to his lotus feet on his appearance day and praying for his causeless mercy. Also today is the disappearance day of Srila Vishwanath Chakravorty Thakur, our previous guru. He was also household first, but he renounced and he came to live in Vrindavan. And he is in the line of Narottam Thakur. Few gurus are in between. And he is most famous because he wrote so many commentaries. We are reading his commentary on Bhagavad Gita, his commentary on Srimad Bhagavatam. We are daily singing his Ashtakas, that Guru Ashtaka is his song, Sangsara Dava Nalalida Loka Tranay, that song. And so many commentaries, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Bindu, Ujjwal Nilamari Kiran, Bhagavatamrita Khan, and Madhurja Kadambini book, very important book, about the stages of devotion. There very clearly he explains. If you read that book, it will be like thermometer. You can understand how much fever you have. Means how much devotion you have. You can clearly understand. If someone is thinking, I'm a great devotee, he should read that book, then he will understand what is his position. Where? Very detailed. So he also refuted, there was one Rupa Kaviraj, he was propagating Raganuga, but improper Raganuga, like without any Vaidhi, no Shravan Kirtan, no following Ekadashi, no this, that. Then Vishnu Chakri refuted him, that is wrong. And based on that, he wrote in one commentary in Bhagavatam and also that Raghavartma Chandrika book. There very clearly he explains, based on definition of Rupa Goswami in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, what is Raganuga. So there he clearly clarifies everything about limbs of devotion, how to practice Raganuga, Ekadashi also, everything is there. And also you remember, his Shiksha disciple is Baladev Vidyabhushan. He was studying Bhagavatam under him, and when the king of Jaipur, he was worshipper of Radha Govinda in Govinda temple, Rupa Goswami's deities. He was Gauriya Vaishnava. But some group of Ramanuja Sampradaya, they challenged that this Gauriya Sampradaya means followers of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Gauriya Sampradaya means followers of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. All are Gauriya Vaishnavas. ISKCON, Gauriya Mat, all who are following Mahaprabhu, that is called Gauriya Vaishnava. Because Gaura means Bengal. Bengal's Vaishnavism means Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That is Gauriya Vaishnavism. Prabhupada only gave the name of his monastery or institution or organization, Gauriya Mat. And that does not mean that the only Gauriya Mat, they are Gauriyas. All followers, all different paramparas, you will find so many branches in Chaitanya Charitamrita, all are Gauriya Vaishnavas. So they challenge this, your Gauriya Vaishnava, this Sampradaya is bogus. It is not bona fide. Because you have no commentary on Vedanta Sutra. And you are worshipping Radharani. That is nowhere in Shastra. They confused his mind king. Then he wrote a letter to Vishwanath Chakravarty Thakur. They confused my mind. I don't know. You please come and solve this. Then Vishwanath Chakravarty Thakur, at that time he was very old. And that time there were no AC buses, AC taxis and these things, but only walking or bullock cart. It's difficult for old men to travel such distance. So he said, I am unable to go, but my student, Baladev Vidyabhushan, he will go. He blessed him and Baladev came there, and he refuted everything. No, Bhagavatam is commentary to Vedanta Sutra in Shastra, Vyasadeva himself. There is a worship of Radharani mentioned in Puranas. In Bhagavatam also indirectly. He refuted everything, but still they said, yes, but every Sampradaya must have commentary on Vedanta. If you don't have, then we will not accept. You can write, or otherwise we will not. Then Baladev Vidyabhushan went to Govinda temple and praying to Govinda what I should do. Then Govinda's garland fell on him and he understood, oh, Govinda wants me to write Vedanta Sutra commentary. So then he got it in dream from Govinda. Three times he got dream. First little, then little. Third time he got full, then he wrote. That is why he called it Govinda Bhasya. It is Govinda's commentary. Actually, it is Govinda's, as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this same commentary as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told to Sarvam Bhattacharya in Puri. Sarvam Bhattacharya, full Mayavadi before. But Mahaprabhu explained to him Vedanta Sutra in proper way. Then he became a devotee. So that same commentary of Vedanta, which Mahaprabhu said to Svarup Damodar, no, Sarvam Bhattacharya, Gopinath Acharya was hearing. He later came as Baladev Vidyabhushan and he gave that commentary. So it was the desire of Supreme Lord to manifest this commentary on Vedanta Sutra also, based on Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's teaching. That is why you will find Raganuga Bhakti also there. You will not find in other Ramanuja, Madhva, no. It is in Baladev Vidyabhushans. And because this Vedanta Sutra commentary is necessary if you want to rescue Mayavadis. They will not accept Puranas in this, only they will want to know about Vedanta. So if you can explain from Vedanta, then they will accept. So for that reason, this was manifested. Mahaprabhu also told to Prakashananda in Kashi, that commentary. He said, nothing wrong with Vedanta Sutra, but you are making wrong commentaries based on Shankaracharya. That is not right. Vedanta Sutra, actual commentary is Bhagavatam. So that conclusion you will have to, in that conclusion you will have to interpret. So he did it, Baladev Vidyabhushan, based on Jiva Goswami's explanation in Sandarbhas and Vishwanath Chakravarty Thakur he gave. So that was by the grace of Vishwanath Chakravarty Thakur. He's our Gurudev. Today is his disappearance day. He disappeared in Vrindavan. He established the service of Gokulananda, Radha Gokulananda in Vrindavan. And he left this world in Radhakunda. And there is also his samadhi, I think. I'm almost fully sure his samadhi is there. So I'm bowing down to his lotus feet. Daily we have to pray for his grace. He's in our Guru Parampara. I'm bowing down to Srila Vishwanath Chakravarty Thakur, praying for his causeless mercy. Also today is the disappearance day of two of Prabhupada's disciples. Prabhupada means Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Sarasvati Thakur here. Srila Bhakti Svarup Parvat Goswami Maharaj, he disappeared today. In Srila Bodhayan Maharaj's book, you will find he was born, or he appeared in this world, where? In Godrundvip, where Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's house was, and then Bhajan Kutir, now also Samadhi. So his mother, of this Maharaj's mother, she was a disciple of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So as a young boy, that time his name was Badal. He used to go and hear Bhaktivinoda Thakur's Harikatha there in Godrundip, in Swananda Sukada Kunja, you know that place. So fortunate. And Gorkishore Das Babaji Maharaj also, that time he was there. And Krishna Das Babaji, disciple of Bhaktivinoda Thakur and his Sevak. Prabhupada also there. So as a small boy, and Bhaktivinoda Thakur used to send him to do Nagar Sankirtan on Godrum, singing that Nityananda Mahajan. Nadia Godrume Nityananda Mahajan, Pati Achanama Hata Jiberokaran. That song he sang. And when he came back, Bhaktivinoda Thakur gave him some sweets. Small boy, with that Krishna Das Babaji, they did Nagar Sankirtan, only 2 persons. You don't need 100 persons. There were 2 persons, one Kartal, one Mridanga, and singing. So that was his fortune, and he heard, I heard from Srila Bhakti Rakakshidhar Dev Goswami Maharaj recording, he heard it directly from Bhakti Svarup Parvat Maharaj. He said, when I was young, My house was next to Bhaktivinoda Thakur, so I heard him in the morning, early morning. Bhaktivinoda Thakur used to chant Mahamantra, but he was chanting in such a way, really you felt he's calling Krishna with relation, very loudly, Hare Krishna, like calling some person from a distance. It was a real thing, not just like chanting Hare Krishna to finish rounds. No, it was actual chanting, Shuddhanam, with relation. He said, I heard that. Very loudly he would call Krishna. So then, it was the order of Bhaktivinoda Thakur that Krishna Das Babaji Maharaj should give Harinam to this Badal boy. So he took Harinam from him. Later on, he took Diksha from Srila Bhakti Bimala Prasad. Then, he was also married. He had 2 daughters. And then later on, when Prabhupada took sannyas, then in 1908, when he took Diksha, that time Prabhupada told him to go and stay in Puri, in the Chatak Parvat, where Mahaprabhu saw it as Govardhan. Then he was doing bhajan there and buying Jagannath Prasad every day. But Prabhupada, when he came to know about this, that time Vimala Prasad, he said, no, you should not do this. You should beg for your food, and whatever you will beg, that you will cook yourself and offer to Jagannath, and that you will take prasad. So this Badal, or his Diksha name was Haripada Das. Bimala Prasad. Haripada Das. He told him, no, this Haripada Das Prabhu did not argue with Prabhupada. Immediately he started that practice, begging and cooking, offering. Before he was buying prasad, that is not bad, it is not wrong, but this is superior. Like in Raghunath Das Goswami's case. Then Bhaktivinoda Thakur disappeared in 1914, and in 1918 Prabhupada took sannyas, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Sarasvati Thakur. Then again he joined him in Gauriya Math, and soon after he also got sannyas from Prabhupada, Srila Bhakti Svarup Parvat Maharaj, and he was preaching everywhere during the time of Prabhupada, and he brought so many souls to Prabhupada to take shelter. And after disappearance of Prabhupada, he was doing bhajan, but then one day, one king in one place in Orissa, he offered him a big place and palace and everything. Then Maharaj accepted, and there he made Shri Barsha Banabi Deita Gauriya Math. He transformed that palace and everything into Gauriya Math. Our Gurudev went there many times. He told us. And there is one, his disciple, Bhakti Sundar Sagar Gosai Maharaj. I don't know if he's still living, but I met him in 2004 in Batinda. Our Kartik Brata, he was there. He came, and Gurudev told us in private that this Maharaj, Bhakti Sundar Sagar Maharaj, is always requesting me that I should take management of this month. Varsha, that he wants to go to Vrindavan and do bhajan, that Sagar Maharaj, but he wants to offer that temple to our Gurudev. But our Gurudev said, no, that is your Gurudev's place. So you have to serve. If you need any help, any monetary help or any sevaks or something, I can give, but you should be there because that Guru Parampara is there. You should serve there. Gurudev did not want to accept that. But we conditioned souls, we would immediately want more property, more money, so many temples, so many disciples, how many temples you opened like this. We are thinking in this way. But pure devotee, they are thinking about the proper service of Krishna. That is their target, not mundane more and more these things, and we are fighting for that. It is not, we have to learn from pure devotees. They want to properly serve. So Gurudev did not want to accept. He gave proper instruction to that Maharaj. They're like God brothers because both are disciples of Prabhupada. So he told him, no, it is your seva. You have to do that seva. If you need any help, I can help you, but it is your seva. You should not abandon that seva. Like our Gurudev also wanted to go bhajan, but Bhakti Kumud Shanta Goswami Maharaj told, no, you have to do that seva. That is your seva. So Gurudev also told to others. So pure devotees' target is only service of Krishna, but as Krishna wants, that proper seva. Not in general, like so many disciples, so many temples, so many books. That is the only judgment how much one is serving. That is not correct. How many temples did Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj open? How many books did he translate? That is seva for certain, but that was not the seva of Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. He had another seva, and he's our guru, previous guru. We are worshipping him. So we have to understand, everyone has to do their seva as Krishna wants. And those who are pure devotees, they can also instruct others in their seva. That is why Gurudev told him, no, it is your seva. So today is, yes, in 1957, on today's Tithi, he left this world in this same month. Shri Varshavanami Devi Deita, that is Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati Thakur's Diksha name. That Gauriya Mat in Udala, in Orissa, he disappeared. Our Gurudev told that Sagar Maharaj, he is all the time telling me I should come there. But I know when I will go there, then he will cry in front of me and he will say, you take this temple. Then what I can do? So Gurudev did not want to go. He explained to us. Then another one, today Disappearance, Srila Bhakti Vivek, Bharati Goswami Maharaj, also very dear disciple of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Sarasvati Goswami Thakur. He appeared in Bangladesh, and Prabhupada used to visit that place, and every week he went there. And Amalakanta Vasu, that is his name before, he established one Vaishnava devotee society there, Bhakta Goshti, and he was very much attracted to Prabhupada, and he was married also and had government job, but at the age of 26, he left his home and job and joined the mat of Prabhupada, and his name was Harinam and Diksha Nayana Biramadas Banachari. Then he was preaching, then Prabhupada gave him sannyas, Srila Bhakti Vivek Bharati Maharaj. He was very big, biggest of all, and had a very strong voice and attractive character. He attracted so many people to Prabhupada, preaching all over India. You will find details in Bharati Maharaj's book here. Also, and once he visited one queen there, one king and queen. So their conception was, oh, some sadhu came, so he came to beg, so we'll give him some money. So that queen offered him that money, but he said, no, I did not come here for taking money. He understood her mind. Then he said, I came here not to beg, I came here to give. I want to tell you about the appearance of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, about his teaching. You have to practice this. So always he was speaking truth. because that is compassion of a Vaishnava. They want to rescue us from this mundane existence and take us to Krishna. So Queen, when she heard this, then her heart changed. She felt that compassion and she became also, she surrendered to Mahaprabhu. Then when Prabhupada disappeared from this world, then he was first doing bhajan for 9 years in Puri, near Haridas Thakur's Samadhi, all the time chanting in seclusion. Then after 9 years, his god brother Siddhanta Goswami Maharaj, he found him and he told him, let us preach together Prabhupada's mission. So they made one mat, many mats, Sarasvati Gauri Asan and mission, with many branches in Puri, Calcutta, Navadip. They met and they were preaching together. Then on 27 January 1947, on today's Titi, in the early morning hours of Vasanta Pancami, whilst sitting on a chair, Srila Bharati Goswami Maharaj was chanting the holy name in the Calcutta branch of Sri Saraswati Gauri Asan and Mission, that is near our mat in Hazara Road. Walking, you can go 10 minutes from our mat. There is big festival during Kartik time there for the appearance or disappearance of Siddhanta Maharaj. So in that mat, he was chanting on chair early morning. In this way, while sitting and chanting, he left his physical form and entered into the eternal pastimes of Sri Sri Radha Madhav. See what kind of disappearance. Early morning, sitting on chair because old, and chanting and going to Nitya Lila. So today is his disappearance day. I am bowing down to his lotus feet and praying for his causeless mercy. Tomorrow we will further hear